April 30th, 1975. The Vietnam War ends. A tank rolls through the gates of the presidential palace in Saigon. And for the first time in many years, Vietnam is finally one country again. But why was Vietnam divided? What happened during the war? And how did the country become united again? In this video, I will explain the reunification of Vietnam simply and clearly. So let's start from the beginning. For many years, Vietnam was a colony of France. But in the 1940s, Vietnamese people started fighting for independence. One of the leaders was Ho Chi Minh, a communist who wanted a free Vietnam. After years of war, the French lost in 1954. A peace agreement was signed in Geneva. This agreement temporarily divided Vietnam in two: the north, led by Ho Chi Minh and the communists, and the south, led by Ngo Dinh Diem, supported by the United States. The plan was to reunite the country later with an election, but that election never happened. Instead of peace, Vietnam entered in a long and terrible war. The North wanted to reunite the country under communism. The South wanted to stay separate with help from the USA. The United States sent hundreds of thousands of soldiers to fight in Vietnam. The war lasted almost 20 years. Millions of Vietnamese people and up to 58,000 American soldiers died in this period. After 1973, finally, the USA left the war. And on April 30, 1975, North Vietnamese tanks entered Saigon. The South surrendered. Vietnam was finally one country again. In 1976, the country was officially reunified as a Socialist Republic of Vietnam, and the city Saigon was renamed Ho Chi Minh City. But reunification was not easy. The country was poor and damaged. Many people in the south did not trust the new government. Hundreds of thousands of people tried to escape by boat. They are known as the boat people. Vietnam was not at peace, but the recovery was long and painful. In the 80s, after that, the government decided to change direction. In 1996, a new policy called Đổi Mới, maybe my Vietnamese is better than my English, right? It opened the economy to the world and encouraged business. Since then, Vietnam has grown fast. Today, it's one of the fastest growing countries in Asia. More than 70% of Vietnamese people were born after the war. They don't remember the pain of the past, but they live in the peace that was built after it. A country that was once divided by war is now united in peace. The reunification of Vietnam wasn't just a political event. That was a human story, a story of pain, of long period of time of healing and recovery. 50 years ago there were bombs, tanks, war, and now there is hope, joy, ambition. Vietnam is still not perfect like every country, but at least it's united, and that's something very powerful. I've lived in Vietnam since 1 year now, and everywhere I go I'm always welcomed with open arms, and that's something I couldn't forget. Even with our linked, strange, very painful past, Vietnamese people still choose unity, peace and kindness. That's make Vietnam so special. That's what makes this country so special, the people. So thank you very much, Vietnam. Cảm ơn bạn nhiều. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.